You know, I always wondered what would happen if I gave kind of like a personal backstory or kind of more context as to who I was as a player back in the day. I was like, why not? Why not kind of get into what weapons I played back then and essentially how I viewed the game and what I wanted to do. So I guess I'll start off in this video as to what main weapon I actually mained back in the day. And to all of those who don't know, I was actually a Pike main. You see, I started this game looking at it from an outlook where I did not want to be the main damage dealer in a team. I always wanted to be the support. I wanted to be there to help make sure others would be able to do damage themselves. And I came in with an MMORPG perspective where, tank and healer were the things that I gotta play. Because, I guess I find it more fun to be able to be the support of the team. And after doing enough research, after looking at videos, after kind of understanding how each weapon operated, I realized that Pike was that weapon. And that's why I went for it. It's really cool, to be completely honest, because I experienced the entire game in terms of like first ever experience content wise with Pike. I fought Shroud, Reza, I've done my first trials, I've done my first top 100 with Pike. Everything with Pike. And it's like being able to think about how far I've grown and how much I've changed. It's something, It's something that I definitely did not perceive as a possibility back in the day of me even touching strikers or repeaters. I was such a Pike addict. I wanted to be good with Pike and I wanted to be considered one of the better players with Pike. Like it's interesting because like with Pike, I was able to learn so much about the game. And because of its aspects regarding wound, it was necessary to learn how to position, reposition, and accommodate for certain behemoth attacks in order to properly understand where you can place after a dodge and etc. It taught me so much about how the flow of the game was supposed to be. A lot of DPS weapons tend to not do that because back in the day, I used to kill behemoths way too quickly. And I mean, sure, there were many people who still couldn't do that because they didn't exactly know what builds were, but Pike gave me leeway to be able to understand the game at a higher level from an early standpoint. And it's pretty cool because the ability to reposition and position and part focus the way Pike did translated really well to strikers when I first ever switched over to it. And trust me, when I saw strikers come out for the first time ever, I was like, hell no. I am not trying that weapon. That weapon is for meta slaves. I can't. There's no way. My friends were just telling me like, yo, you should try strikers, Jay, man. It's gonna be pretty good. I'm like, no. I was like, I am good with Pike. I am support man, you see? And funnily enough, my curiosity bested me. And I ended up just giving it a shot. And it was weird. It was such a weird thing at first. I was like, combos? What? It's like a fighting game? And I was just it was very alien to me. But then I started to get into the flow of strikers, and it felt really nice. Being able to string combos together, being able to understand how to position correctly in order to part focus correctly. It felt like it fit like a glove after I kind of just gave it a chance. And I gotta thank Pike for that. Learning the entire game using Pike is such an amazing experience. And to be honest, like old Pike, I'm not sure about new Pike, it was such an amazing tool to learn this game, honestly. Pushed you to do better. And it was just one of those things that just I wouldn't exactly recommend everyone just go for Pike. I recommend everyone to just use whatever weapon they want to have fun with. But just from a biased perspective, from my own opinion, it really did seem like Pike was the best way to learn this game and be able to essentially translate your skills that you learned from Pike to pretty much every other weapon, probably other than Chainblades, because Chainblades has a very unique playstyle. I mean, I'm leaving out repeaters because it still has that kind of dodge and part focus aspect and repositioning and whatnot that's similar. So, yeah. But, yeah, I guess it's just pretty much my personal update on and personal backstory or context as to how I essentially became a Strikers player. And and how I essentially started off with Pike and transitioned to Strikers. I haven't actually delved back into Pike much ever since I switched. And of course, from Strikers, I went into Repeaters, and I actually like Repeaters a lot too. But I maybe one day when I feel interested in top five again, I'll probably give Pike a shot just to see how good I can do because it's been a while. But it's cool to be able to reminisce. Maybe it will kind of act as like the final staple to my retirement as a top five player. Like to be able to just say I got top five with all three weapons that I ended up being interested in because Pike counts. Even though it kind of is my tertiary weapon nowadays, it's just it's just like I haven't really touched it that much. I miss it. I miss the old Pike too, but yeah. Anyways, guys, if you like more content and would like to see me do more rants and stuff, make sure to like and subscribe. And I honestly do truly thank you for every single thing that you guys have been able to do and help me in regards to my channel. And I'm forever grateful. Once again, guys, thank you so much, and I hope every single one of you has an amazing day. Take care, everybody.